this is Gloria Capola from Massage Pro CE, and this is Massage School. I've created some video clips for you in order to help you master some of the techniques that maybe you've learned along the way but can't quite remember exactly how they were performed, or maybe you just need a different approach. So I hope you enjoyed these clips, and if you have any questions, please contact me, and I hope to see you at a continuing education class sometime in the future. Thank you. Okay, so this client has shared with me that he's got a little bit of low back problems. So we've already, cleared out some of the regions above, and now I'm going to come in on this side to access the Quadratus Lumborum, otherwise known as the QL. Some people think it's a back muscle. It's actually a deep abdominal muscle because we have erectors and we have all those other wonderful layers of muscles underneath there. And so we need to get on the side to access the side of the QL. So I'm going to rest my hands here. And again, realizing that sometimes people might be ticklish in here, so you don't want to do a nice little fingertip touch, nice firm touch. I'm going to watch his breath. And on the exhale, I'm going to begin to sink my hands in with his exhalation and see how much he's going to let me in. I'm just going to hold that for a moment. And I'm going to sink in a little bit more. Now he's really, really tight in this space. He doesn't have much room. And I'm going to start bringing myself medial as he will let me in there. Tender in there? Oh. Not yet? Okay. I'm going to take my fingers and try to stretch this in opposite direction and give this a little bit more opening in here. And hold that. That fascia to open up. Now his space in here is really small, okay? Some clients are going to have their ribs up a little higher and more space, but he's got a very small space in here to work with. So it's going to be a little bit more of a challenge, but we can still do it. So I'm going to take one hand. Let me get up underneath these ribs first and kind of just clear that space out. So we're never going in with really fast, deep, direct pressure. We have to be mindful and work with their ease and their breath, and open up everything else we need before we could actually get to what we want to treat. And I'm looking for the signs on his skin to see if he's getting nice coloring like he did in some of the other regions today. And you can see right here, there's still not a whole lot of blood flow coming into that space. So that's telling me that he's definitely got some restriction in there, congestion, maybe even some scar tissue that might have built up in the fascia. Who knows? Let's see. So now I change my angle, and I'm not up against the rib. I'm coming in straight. My bottom finger, my index finger, is at one level, and my middle finger is at another. So I feel two different things happening here. And I'm still going to go nice and slow and try to open that up so that I can get on the side of that Quadratus Lumborum. And up over the erectors. I'm going to do it again, and now I'm going to bring my angle a bit more inferior. I'm going to wait for his breath. On the exhale, always on the exhale. Makes it a lot easier to get into the tissue when you wait for their breath to exhale. You doing okay? So in this case, we may or may not be able to get as deep as I'd like to get on to that QL. We might have to wait for another session, but we'll see if this will work today. And I'm going to try to sink in a little more. You okay with the pressure?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, it's tender. Okay. I'm going to take my thumb and I'm going to go out this way a little bit and just kind of do some clearing through here first. I want to get to the top of his PSIS and clear that too, because that's all really kind of jammed and tight in here. And based on some of the information he shared with me earlier, it kind of explains why this is compressed. So it's important to find out what your client's history is and what type of accidents they may have had, and how long ago they were, because you know what, the longer it's in the body how long it's going to take to correct these things and open it up. So I'm going to take my forearm and kind of stretch and open this up, kind of on a diagonal. And get a little bit more space in here as I'm trying to open this up. You okay with this?
Yes.
As I pivot my forearm and my elbow on the top of those glutes there, I'm going to get a little opening in there too. So I really want to engage with the tissue and not just slide over skin. I'm really sinking in and paying attention, working with his breath, getting myself engaged with the fascia, and going nice and slow to open this space up. Pivot nice and slow and get those attachments. Let's make some room. Okay, let's try this again. I'm going to work with his breath. I'm going to try with my thumbs this time. Come in on the side. And the reason I switched to my thumbs is because his space is so small that maybe just one finger is about all I'm going to get in there today. So I'm getting closer to the side of it. Take both my thumbs in there. And again, I'm going to stretch them in opposite directions. So in this treatment, I can't quite get as far as I want, and that's okay. But you can see the more that you do this, the closer you're going to get into that QL and be able to work the side of it, just like I'm doing here. And just open these spaces, because when you see these problems in your client, you're going to see this congestion. It's usually all the way out here. When you're done with that, just like everything else, you want to finish with some effleurage. And give them a break. Now the thing I always tell my students is never work in a region more than 15 or 20 minutes at a time. It's too much information for the body to handle. Go and do some nice, relaxing massage. Go into another region. Don't beat the body up so that people go home and they're so sore that they're not sure they even like massage. Explain to them that it's going to take several treatments to clear out the regions that have been holding on for years. So good luck addressing your QLs.